Hi everybody, it's Jess, and we're here taking a look at GIRLSET and their Missy Elliott dance cover tribute, Work It. I've had quite a few people ask me to look at this, and since we've been looking at GIRLSET and their most recent comeback, I believe it's Tweak, I thought it'd be nice to go and look at another dance equivalence with them in the shot. So I can't wait to dive in. Let's go ahead and check it out. I'm a fan of that. Nice.
Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive is when yet. It's your primitive is when yet. If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's your primitive is when yet. It's your primitive is when yet. I like to get to know ya so I can show ya. Put a hurtin' on ya like I told ya. Give me all your numbers so I can phone ya. Your girl acting stank, then call me over. Not on the bed, lay me on your sofa. Call before you come, I need to shave my cha-cha. You do what you don't, or you will, I won't cha. Go downtown and eat it like a vulture. See my hips, big hips, so cha. See my butts and my lips, don't cha. Lost a few pounds in my waist, oh yeah. It's the kind of beat that go ba-ta-ta. Ba-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta.
Nice. That part was great. We popping it.
Boy, you boy, it's good to know ya. Is it worth it? Let me work it. I put my thing down, flip it and reverse it. It's your primitive is when yet. It's your primitive is when yet. If you got a big, let me search it to find out how hard I gotta work. Yeah, it's your primitive is when yet. It's your primitive is when yet. If you work that, go.
That was nice. I like the tone change there. That was really nice. Yeah, this part being the most reviewed right here. Boom, boom. Yeah, that was a really nice section here. This would have done wonders in the Step Up franchise, if you ask me. You guys know, if you've ever watched Step Up and you see the crew versus crew segments of the movies, they would have done really well in that. They would have been the crew to beat, right? Love it. Okay, from the top, the lean out. I thought this was a fun tribute, honestly. The pull through, I like the personality. Whenever they have their own feature moments, I think it was really nice. And having with the shoulders on that is nice there. Now we end up having, I appreciate that we have our arms traveling upward, where you have another member more so projecting forward, where you can have people right behind each other when it's functional, and you can see the effort of functionality, which I really appreciate. I like the mode changes, the tone changes, meaning that whenever the track shifts in the sounds that exist or what the song calls for you as a listener to want to listen for, does the movement reflect that? And I would say for the most part, yeah, they do pretty good on that. I like that we're being intentional with our hands there when you're doing waving. That this matters a lot, and I know for myself, when I would train in waving, that would be a big note that I would get in my early stages, is my lack of hand usage. So I like whenever you choose to go legato and the hands get involved, you actually see them get used there. The heel toe heel is nice on this. The rock, the bounce, you got a groove on it, so it has a hip hop side to it, which I would say is very fitting for the track. This is a hip hop track. So I like the chest moving through and having that tension with the arm across is nice. They end up doing the chest again, moving forward. And we got our chest popping off. I like the lean into it. It's subtle. There is a bit of a repetition to this, which is really just the preference of the viewer. We're so conditioned in the Gen 5 space to have complexity at all times. But I don't mind that we have this side of, we're going to do the same move 4 times, but we're going to have personality through all of it. I think that's a fun puzzle piece in their movement. And their movement discography, or their movement portfolio, there it is. I like her pull forward, letting her body get pulled and her head be secondary on that, We end up knocking down. The pole is nice with the phone. You have the microphone. Nope, not microphone. There's your phone. The meltdowns are fun. That on the sofa, the head nods I thought were nice there. If you know what that means, is shave. What is it? Shave my cha-cha. Yeah, call before you come. We'll just leave it at that. You can think what you want with that. Okay, the hinge back is nice. I like the walk it out. It was cute. There was a little feminine side to it because of the arch of the back, right? And then we're eating it. Toss it down. We have a lot of chest being used, which groove, when you think about it, a lot of times your groove comes from the chest and the shoulders with the support of the core and the hips. So when you see the chest moving and grooving, I appreciate that because a lot of times you have idols or artists who don't use it as much. But I like that we get to see it here. That ratata. This part, ratatata, this was pretty syncopated, meaning that it wasn't going on basic timings that you would normally exist within it, which is cool. And we hit it, we pop it high to low, and then we go have a little moment. We pop it down, and everybody held their own on this one pretty well. There isn't anybody who stands out in a way where this is a area of an improvement, right, or an area of growth for them. Everyone holds it down pretty well. No one is outshining the others. I like the water moment here. The toss is nice. The chest, so we're going to be doing the same thing again. And I like the fact they didn't have to do this, but I like that we have it. And then we send it over to the side, which is nice. We clap it, body roll with the little come here, now what you want. So it's the same choreo, it looks like. And I like the hinge with the little subtle head ISO. It allows us to see the dance in a different way, different vantage point, because we have different camera angles to show it. And this can be so shockingly, deceptively fatiguing. Whenever you have to do something that involves the full body more than twice, right? Like if you're having to do something 4 times and you got to do it again, this second course is way more fatiguing than the first because you had a whole course worth of pulse-like moments where if you think about it, it's like a low-key squat that you're doing. And I remember with this is definitely from a lived experience of dancers who did the Super Bowl with Kendrick Lamar, where a lot of his choreography that was set in that Super Bowl was really repetitive. But the downside of that is you get so tired doing the same thing because of the engaged muscle groups are repeatedly getting engaged and firing off. So then do not let this deceive you. This can be pretty tiring. I like the sway of the hip on that. That was nice. And we take the head ISO, drop it down. I like the sway of the shoulder. I think this was a really nice proper tribute. I would have loved to have seen something like that and Step Up too, right? Put water on him and then there's your ending scene. I enjoyed it. It's nice to reminisce, and this song is used so often in the dance realm. And it's just nice to see Missy repping here because it provides people opportunity if they like a song like this, if they've never heard it. You can dive into so many worlds of discographies, not just with Missy's, but so many people that she's collaborated with. She was a collaboration queen. And I would say T-Pain's another example of that. When you see people cover T-Pain, same thing. Where people are going to be able to have their eyes open to an entire culture, hip-hop culture, through these little excerpts or tributes, right? And I like that they use the word dance cover tribute because they are, trying to pay respect to Missy, which we respect, we appreciate.